Well, hello my beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career or money reading for the end of March right through the end of April 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. And of course, you'll notice that I'm in a different environment than usual. I've just gone to visit some family members that I haven't seen for years and years and years. And I'm visiting each one individually, of course. So I'll be back in my usual environment in the next week and a half or so. But I just thought I'd let you know why I'm in a different environment at this moment in time. But let's get straight to your reading. You're currently being governed by your 3rd house, and that's all about communication. It's about finding your voice, you know, speaking loud and proud, expressing yourself, having wonderful new ideas. Also, it's heavily connected to the law of attraction. So whatever it is you're working towards and visualizing, the universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes to make those things become a reality for you. If you're an entrepreneur, this is a perfect time for networking in business. Also, if you're working for a company, you may even meet someone who has a major impact on your career in some way. It's really about being noticed when you have that 3rd house there. Some of you may also be compelled to study, you know, upskill in some way, or put yourself in a class of learning to learn new skills, or move into a different environment and use those transferable skills into, you know, a new role there. Also, some of you may be thinking about being nomadic when it comes to your work. You may be thinking about taking your company abroad or expanding in some way. Some of you may even think about marketing your business if you're an entrepreneur, or if you work in a company, you know, it could be that you're getting like new software or hardware programs in order to help you streamline your current circumstances and be more efficient. And also, if you're thinking about launching a new business, you may even decide to launch something online, because a 3rd house really connects to internet and it helps you get your work or your skills out there to be seen by other people. Now also, your 10th house takes over from that, and that's all about ambition. You'll have the energy, drive, and motivation to get projects finished and your tasks done. You know, in business, you'll elevate to make your mark in the part of the world that you want to establish yourself in. Also, your reputation will see you as being someone who is destined for the top. That's what the 10th house does. It helps you to stand out, and you've got the star energy there as well. So that's you being appreciated for your work. Some of you may feel currently unappreciated. I definitely see that you're going to be more organized and very busy over the next 6 weeks, and you're going to be really focused on hitting your targets. And I definitely see you've got money on your mind. You've got 3 of Pentacles there. Some of you may feel that you've plateaued in terms of your finances right now. You may feel it's like the same old thing, just a different day. I mean, those 2 houses that are governing you means you're going to have different energy to tap into and work with over the next 6 weeks. But when we look at the cards here, this is all about, you know, the effort that you've been putting into your career and what it is you're getting out there. I mean, you've got a 2 of Pentacles. You may feel that right now your career is just ticking over, or things are fluctuating. You're looking at different avenues or trying to expand in some way, because your first card there is the Hangman. So you can feel that, you know, you're just plodding along, doing what you do, and you're trying to motivate yourself, because I feel like, it's not that you're not motivated. I feel some of you are either close to burnout because you've been working really hard, or you've been trying lots of different ideas and they just haven't been going the way that you'd hoped for in the time frame that you've been hoping to do it. I feel it's really important to mention that you're exactly where you're meant to be at this time, and that things are changing for the better. There is a brighter future to look forward to here, but your protagonist energy, it kind of indicates right now you've plateaued in some way. So this could be that you are, working as usual, keeping your head down, really being an integral member of a team or a company that you work for, but you may feel like the wages are stagnant. You may feel that, you're looking at your sense of value right now, because you may be looking at how much you're earning and how much effort and work you put into whatever it is that you do, and you may feel that the reciprocity isn't there. You may feel it's time to look at getting more money on board or leveling up into a new role in order to get more money. Look, Eight of Pentacles, you are increasing your finances. That's the outcome here, and we've got the Five of Swords there as well. So I will tap into that Five of Swords when we get to it, because I feel some of you are doing a lot of brainstorming right now of looking at different ideas in order to increase your wealth. Some of you are looking at second streams of income, or you may be looking at different ways of earning money. It doesn't always have to be the usual route, because I feel there's something here of an energy of like a stepping stone. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not moving into like a promotion or a raise or into a new role. It just feels like there may be kind of like a sidestep here into a different arena, or you could be dipping your toe into some new ideas in order to increase your wealth. Okay, so let's get to the cards. Your first card there, of course, is the Hangman, and this can indicate that you're feeling a little bit in limbo in your career right now. Some of you may feel that, whilst you may enjoy what you do, because, all the Pentacles, this is your protagonist energy. It tells me that you're someone who is careful about your finances, but also you're really hard worker, and that actually you are an integral member to your team or industry or whatever it is that you work in. But right now you may be weighing up your options. Carefully, you're thinking about the next steps. But the Hangman can indicate that, you're feeling like you've come as far as you can in a certain situation. I mean, it says here, surrender. Okay, so I feel like there may be an indication that you want to pause momentarily just to think of your options, or I'm actually getting this energy of you trying not to worry about direction, even though, it has been on your mind, because I feel with the World card and the Magician and the Four of Pentacles, it can indicate that some of you feel like you're looking at how things are currently panning out in the world and how you want to take things to the next level in your career. So you may be looking for alternative opportunities in the job market, but you may feel that things are stagnant right now and there are no opportunities that you'd be really interested in taking. What I see here with the Eight of Pentacles, I gotta be honest with you, I feel it's kind of like business as usual for the next coming 6 weeks. It feels like you're maintaining. I do see that you're going to be able to save a little bit more, and you're investing, the right amount of energy into whatever it is that you're doing. And I feel like you're trying to be inspired. It's almost like you're trying to find new ways of approaching your work, because you recognize that things are tough right now, okay? And you may feel that there is no appreciation, or you may feel unrecognized for the effort that you give to your career, but actually I see that you are going to be appreciated and recognized. And I feel, it's really about injecting that sense of fun in whatever it is that you do, because the Surrender card, as you can see on that card, there's like a maze. So I feel like you're trying to tap into your gut instinct about the next steps. Sometimes this can indicate that some of you have been drifting, or you felt that, you're doing what you do day to day and it's just the same old thing, and you feel like to some degree you may have hit a brick wall, or you may feel it's a little bit like repetitive cycles. And with the Hangman there, this can indicate that you're staying where you are right now, because I don't get a sense that it's safer at all. I feel like you're just trying to brainstorm the next steps of your career. So whether it's that you're deciding to leave a company in order to get a new role, or whether you're moving into a different role or sector within the company that you're in, or even if you're an entrepreneur, it just feels like you're just doing what you're doing right now. And as you move to the end of April, that's when you find you're inspired with lots of new ideas that you want to implement and, take things to the next level, or even branch out in some way. But, when you have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, and please look up the meanings of the cards, okay? They all have very separate meanings. This indicates that some of you, it's like fluctuating when it comes to your energy. It can be that one day you're really inspired, you're working really hard. Next day, it's like you're not as motivated, but you're still working, you're still making the effort, and you're pushing through that. I'm just getting this sense of pushing through mud, like you've been working really hard and it's almost like burnout. And it's like almost like no matter what it is that you've been doing, you've had to remain flexible because things keep changing. And you may feel that the company that you work for or the industry that you're in are changing the goalposts all the time. So you're having to be flexible within those sort of parameters. And what I mean by that, for some of you, it could be there's new contracts coming in, or new procedures, or new policies. There may even be some merges going on. I mean, I'm not going to lie to the collective. I see for the next 2 years, 2024 and 2025, each industry is going to do a lot of downsizing. There are going to be some redundancies. I mean, looking at your chart, there's something to celebrate for you. So I definitely see that you're in a good position right now to expand your career because you are someone who is an asset to whatever industry it is that you work in. I don't see that there's anything to worry about here for you, but I feel like you're trying to find balance. But also I feel like, well, it's almost like at the beginning of April, I feel this energy of it's hard to concentrate. So either there is some sort of distraction that pulls your attention, or that you are sort of brainstorming and trying to visualize new ideas or new pathways or new opportunities for yourself. I feel as you move into the middle of April, that's when you get super focused, super organized, and I feel like you're moving towards a really successful endeavor. And some really good news there as well. There's something coming in that you will celebrate. Four Wands is to be really proud of yourself and to celebrate something. But your first card actually was the Three of Pentacles after the major arcanas there. So I put that there for you there. Now, Three of Pentacles, it indicates that you are being careful and cautious with your money at this moment. I feel like you're someone who is highly intelligent, and some of you may even source like financial advice, or you could be looking at your assets and seeing how best to compound interest and, take things to the next level. Some of you are focused on your pension, savings plans, repayment plans, and I know that sounds like really dull and boring, but actually it's keeping life in simplicity. It's keeping life moving in the right direction and looking at how you budget and how you save. But when it comes to your career, whether you're in a role right now or whether you're looking for work, I feel like you're looking for the right opportunity where you feel inspired, where you feel there's a sense of value, not only what you're getting out of it, but also do you make your mark on an industry, because I feel like you're headed towards success. I mean, your outcome card is a star, which means a wish being delivered, but it also indicates that you are successful. You're reaching the heady heights of being seen for what you do and having a reputation as being the best at what you do, because you put so much hard work in there for yourself and for your career. I feel like you're investing in yourself at this time and your skill set, and that's going to take you to the top. But you may feel like you haven't got there yet, okay? And that there's more to give. And if you've currently found yourself in a role where you just feel like, it's the same old thing, just a different day, you may be either looking at fresh ways to reinvent the role, or you're looking for new opportunities. But I feel, you're a master or a mistress of your craft, because you have an Eight of Pentacles here. Now, in order to get really good at what you do and be talented, of course, you've got natural talent. You're very gifted at what you do, but also this repetitive thing of just almost like on autopilot. Your career like the back of your hand. And the more you do it, the more successful and well known you will become at it. And I see that here for you. You may already have a really positive and successful reputation as being so good at what you do. But it's almost like you want to catch a break, or you feel like you've just been working and yes, money is coming in, but it just doesn't feel like that's the reward in some way. I know that sounds really strange, but that's the energy that I've got coming through here. It just feels like things have plateaued or stagnated for you for a little bit. And if you've come to this reading and you currently are out of work and you're looking for a role, I definitely see that you've been trying really hard to get the right role. I feel like you're not wanting to rush into anything. You want to make sure that you are inspired, that it's something that really connects to your long-term goals. And I do see that there is an opportunity coming in here, but I feel it requires a lot of your intelligence and your brain power, whatever this role is. I mean, I feel like you're really going to stand out from it. Also, I feel when you move into this new role, people are really going to see you as a challenge, as competition. So just watch out for that, because if you're entering into a new role in a different environment, it's almost like the people who work there already, they see you as a threat. Okay, so just watch out for that, because I feel they're not going to do anything there. I feel like they will accept you, but they also feel a little bit cautious around you at first. But don't let that put you off, okay? That's coming through there as well. Now, we do have the Two of Pentacles here. So, I mean, of course, we've got basically 5 pentacles. So this can indicate, with the 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, this can indicate that things are tough right now, and actually you are about to turn a corner, but it may not feel like it. But also I'm getting this energy of you trying to look at different streams of income. So you could be just looking at, something that is more long-term, like a contract. Maybe some of you are picking up seasonal work or perhaps a side hustle there. I feel like you're looking at different streams of income. And this could also be like interest that you get in your financial institutions. It could be like stocks and shares. I don't really know what you're into, but I'm just getting this sense of you looking at alternative ways of making money. For some of you, it could be that you're decluttering in the home space, because you do have that 4 wands there, and you may be looking at items that you've outgrown and just selling them off, giving them to homes that they're going to be loved further, and you're going to benefit financially from them. And some of you beautiful Capricorns out there are trying to brainstorm ideas of how to work some sort of new opportunity from your home space, because I see this energy of you wanting to do something from home, like work from home. Or it could be that because I'm picking up this energy, and this may not resonate with everyone, but I have to give it because it's coming through. Some of you beautiful Capricorns may be given like a different schedule within your working environment, especially if you work for a company. It could be that you're going to work a couple of days from home and then the rest in the office. So there may be like a new schedule opening up to you that is going to feel very freeing for you there as well. And for those of you who are an entrepreneur, I feel like, things have kind of plateaued for you. It's almost like you've come as far as you can within what you do. And I do get a sense that you enjoy what you do, but also I feel like you want to be inspired. You want to be stretched a little bit more as well. Now, the 2 of Pentacles can also indicate you need a little bit more balance in your career. I feel like you're super serious about your goals, but also you need to open yourself up to have a little bit more fun with it. And if you feel like you've been sacrificing, me time, or, going out there and enjoying yourself, I definitely see that you're going to readdress the balance over the next coming weeks and months there, because I feel, you've been really super focused on your finances and on your targets when it comes to responsibilities. I feel, you've had a lot on your plate. You've been juggling. I feel like you have been super busy. And I do feel that April is going to be equally busy there as well. Now, of course, we have the integration card. That is the world card. We can see that there on the camera. Now, it's in the resistance position. So I definitely see that the month of April in particular is going to be a month where you really look at things or projects that you've got in motion that you haven't quite finished yet, things that you may have started but you haven't finished. But I definitely see by the end of April, you're going to be super organized and you're going to tie up loose ends. Some of you may even be going traveling or taking a trip overseas, or just going on a quick getaway, and you're trying to make sure everything is organized before you go. But with the world card in this position, it can indicate that some of you feel that you want to move to something different. Pastures new is the energy that I've got. But at this moment in time, it almost feels like you're staying where you are right now until the right opportunity comes up. Now, this opportunity is going to come up. It's actually a dream come true opportunity that comes in there. And for some of you, with that Four of Wands, it may come through a contact, someone you already know, or someone you used to work with, because I'm getting reunion energy. Or it could be that you go to a company for an interview and you actually find out that someone you know works at that company. And I feel like they don't really need to put in a good word for you, because actually you're really established and talented and gifted at what you do, and you stand out above the competition. So if you're currently looking for work, or you're putting your resume out there for a new role, I do see one coming in, okay? Some of you have been looking for a new role for quite some time, and it's been a very slow process, but you did the right thing in waiting for the right opportunity to come towards you, because I see you are not selling yourself short. You're not just gonna take something for the sake of taking it. It has to be the right opportunity. Now, of course, the World card, it will be in the upright by the end of April, because anything in the resistance position, it does turn into the upright there. So this indicates that you're going to be super goal oriented and you're going to reach your goals. The World card is a card of success, but there is this sense that you haven't quite reached where you want to be right now, but you're on the way. And I definitely see that, you know, all the effort you've put in, you will get the rewards out for it as well. But I feel for some of you, you may be thinking about, you know, the cycle of moving forward. It almost like projects are coming to a close, or, you know, perhaps something's coming to a close. What does that mean? I'm just sorry, my guides are giving me something's coming to a close. Now this could be, it's like end of year. So it could be that you've got a lot on because it's the end of year. For some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, it could be like end of year taxes, or it could be the end of a project that you've been working on for a long time. It's going to be very successful and you're going to be very proud of yourself there. Also, for some of you, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you've been working solitary for a while, it can get a little bit, you know, lonely. Sometimes, you know, I feel like you're really invested in your work, but you may want to either network with new people. I mean, some of you may think about co-working environments, or you may be deciding to take your work on the road, like be nomadic, because this is a card of basically branching out, emigrating, maybe migrating your business overseas. So some of you may be looking at different countries if you're an entrepreneur, of where you'd like to incorporate your business or where you'd like to work from. And some of you, especially if you work for a company, you may be saving your finances in order to purchase like a holiday home, which I definitely see happening for you, okay? I see that becoming a dream come true there. I also see that you'll work hard for that money, of course. For some of you, I mean, with the Four of Wands, there is some sort of good news that comes in. Now, I want to see if that good news, because we also have the Four of Pentacles, you know, it seems like a small increase in finances. So this could be like in alignment with inflation, for example, or there's some sort of change in money. For some of you, it could be that your pension rises in some way, or it could be that your savings account, the interest goes up a little bit, or, you know, some sort of acquisition increases. If you've got investments, I feel there is a slight increase there. So let me just pull a quick card on that, because I feel there's a positive energy happening here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. But also I feel like some of you are, yeah, you're going to hear news about something really positive. This is a breakthrough point. This is, of course, the Ace of Swords, and this is a card of like suddenly, you know, you gain clarity or understanding on something that is fluctuating, and I feel like it rises and you know what to do. You know, it could be that, for example, you've got an extra bit of money coming in and you want to pay off a bill, or you actually are putting it in savings, because I'm actually seeing someone, this is so bizarre, but I'm going to give you what I can see because I'm scrying in the water. I'm seeing someone put like a large chunk of money in a drawer, okay, and putting it away. Like, so it's almost like, say, it looks like savings, but perhaps it's like not in a financial institution. I'm not really sure. So I'm just seeing someone put it in a drawer, so for safekeeping. So that's coming up there. But anyway, Ace of Swords basically means a new idea for you know, money making, and it could increase your finances, because I see increase. You're going from a 2 and a 3 of Pentacles to an 8 of Pentacles, so that definitely indicates more money on its way for you. But I feel some of you are going to have like a major money making idea in the month of April, and suddenly you run with it and it's going to be very, very successful. You act upon it. Also, I feel there could be a new, it's almost like you get some sort of communication that comes in on either a new opportunity or, you know, a role that gives a little bit more money. And I mean, it could be an aspect of the same role. And what I mean by that, if you work for a company, for example, and you've worked for that company for some time, it could mean that you're asked if you would be like a fire warden, and that means more responsibility, and they may give you like an extra bonus or increase in finances for that responsibility. I know that sounds really like left field, but that's the energy that I've got coming in. Also, it could be that there's like a financial incentive, like commission-based work, or, you know, extra hours in the office. It could be like a new project that's on and they're offering you some sort of incentive to either work a little bit longer or extra or take on a certain project. That's what's coming through there. Now we do have the 4 of Pentacles, and it is in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse at first, but it will go into the upright. So I definitely see, with so many pentacles in your reading, that you're definitely really focused on your budget, hanging on to money, but also you want to make sure that life doesn't pass you by. So you're trying to find a nice medium there when it comes to your finances. Also with the 4 of Pentacles, I definitely see that, you know, you want to enjoy what you do. And for some of you, you haven't, okay? It's not that you don't love the industry. It's not that you don't love like what you do. It may be the company, or it may be the environment. You may feel that things have become a little stale or stagnant. I mean, especially since you have the World card there, it can indicate, since the world kind of got turned upside down a couple of years ago, you may feel that nothing's been the same and everything just feels like an uphill battle. It's strained. You feel like you're moving through mud, and it's harder to achieve, or it's harder to feel inspired because there's so much craziness going on right now. So you may feel like you're kind of like drifting, trying to find the right opportunity or find the inspiration for your goals, because I feel like you are super like goal oriented and you have a target and you're going to reach that target. But also I get the sense of like, what is the point? Am I enjoying it? What mark am I making in my career? And do I have this sense of value and purpose? And if the answer is no, I definitely see some restructure going on there. But right now, in the next coming weeks, I feel like you're kind of like staying where you're at, but I feel like there is an increase in finances. And if you are looking at a new role, there is one coming at the end of April. Or if you're looking for a role in general, there's one coming at the end of April there for you. Now we do have the Magician card. It's in the resistance position. So again, it's like you got it in the reverse. Some of you may feel that your skill set is wasted where you're at right now. You have a lot more to give your industry and your career. You may feel like you're not fully utilizing your talents and you've hit that glass ceiling in your career. Now this could be that you've hit the glass ceiling in terms of the role that you do, or the idea that you've run with, or maybe even the financial aspect. You may feel that you are looking at increasing or elevating in some way, and you're trying to move on to the next step, but something has almost like come to a standstill in your career. You're still working hard, don't get me wrong, you're still really busy, but it just feels like it's hard, okay? And it's slow as well. I also get, with the Magician card energy, especially in the resistance position, it can indicate that some of you, you know, you've been trying to make something happen, but it's either hard or it just feels like it hasn't been happening on the time frame that you've been hoping for, and it's left you feeling a little bit frustrated. But that is all about to change. Actually, April is a catalytic month for you where everything changes for the positive, and the Magician card indicates more focus, you know, more action, and, you know, really being in control of your destiny. Something that you've been manifesting for quite some time that you found really difficult and you've been working really hard towards achieving is going to be delivered for you, okay? So I feel, you know, some some of you really have been tested in your career recently, whether it's a person abusing their position in some way, or whether you felt that you can't really catch a break, or that, you know, there's just been so much on your plate that you're having to prioritize because everything needs to be finished at the same time, and you're just like spinning plates right now. But what I see here is things get a little bit easier for you. With the Five of Swords, though, I feel there's this energy of you like trying to be on the right track, or you may feel that if you work in a company, for example, that some of your new ideas may have been given the brush off, or if you've been promised like a raise or a promotion, you may feel that that person who, you know, promised you those things, it just feels like they've forgotten about it. But actually, I see they haven't. I see that they have to go through certain lines of communication. I feel like they do have your back, but I feel it's almost like they have to go to their boss, and their boss has to go to their boss, and it filters down. There's a lot of paperwork, and I feel like you may be surprised when that person actually comes back to talk to you about it in April and say, hey, I haven't forgotten that I promised you elevation or a new role. It will become available, but we just have to work through the right lines of inquiry first, okay? So that's coming through there as well. Now, we do have the star card, and of course it says inspiration there. So that indicates that, you know, lots of new ideas, feeling suddenly inspired to act on those new ideas. But also the star energy indicates something you've been wishing for, you've been aligning yourself with it, and you've put in so much hard work and effort into making it happen. And I feel with that star energy that there is a brighter future to look forward to when it comes to your career sector. But also I feel like you're going to be really grateful that, you know, the role that you're in, either there's some sort of, as I said, incentive or new money coming in, or there's a new role being offered to you that becomes available. I get a sense here, it's more that it's an incentive, okay? I feel it's like, I mean, there could be a new title for you if you work for a company, or if you're an entrepreneur, it could mean that it's an extension of what you do already, but you're just approaching it in a fresh new way, or you're like putting a different spin on it. And I feel that, you know, it gets seen by more people, or, you know, the star energy is to be recognized for your greatness. And for some of you, if you want to be in the public eye, for example, you know, if you're like a, you know, influencer or something like that on social media, I definitely see that more people are going to see your work and want to invest in your work, or they really want to, you know, see more of you. There could also be like an award or recognition for what you do coming in. But also I get a sense, even on a more localized scale, this is about you having a really good reputation for going above and beyond. Even when the circumstances have been difficult, you stick at it, you're someone who is loyal, and I feel like there is some sort of payoff coming in here as well. But I also see you beautiful Capricorns opening yourself up to new study. Okay, so some of you could be upskilling or taking a class of learning, but 8 of Pentacles here, you know, this is more about you thinking of your financial future and putting your own needs first and valuing your skill set and knowing that you deserve more. So I feel like you've been investing in your career, and the payoff is going to happen for you. The 8 of Pentacles also indicates that it is the same old thing. You know, I feel like you are going to be just, you know, on a level doing what you've been doing for the last couple of months, and I feel things will be going well for you. I feel like you're going to be able to save a little bit more at the end of April there as well. The 4 of Wands definitely have something to celebrate. This is good news coming in when you get the 4 of Wands there. But also it's time to network, or, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you may put yourself in that integration kind of mindset where you want to meet like-minded people, or you could even meet a mentor or someone online who inspires you and gives you like an idea of how you can take your own career to the next level. I don't feel like you're copying anybody else. With the star energy, it indicates you're someone who is very unique. You have your own way of doing something, and you put a fresh new spin on something that perhaps has been done already, but I feel like, you know, you're taking it to the next level. And if you work for a company, I feel that people in your team are noticing that you're going above and beyond, or that you have been. And I feel that, you know, you may be tapped for some sort of new role, or, you know, an opportunity in the future, or you're being lined up for it is what I see there for you. The Four of Wands, you will celebrate something there. And also I'm getting with that Four of Wands that there is, I just get this energy of like meeting up with somebody, perhaps from your past. It could be a reunion of friends, or maybe someone you used to work with and they tell you about a new opportunity, or they tell you about something that they're doing. It almost like gets, because I'm seeing like a brain right now in the water where I'm scrying, and I'm seeing all these little cogs in the brain moving and things like slotting into place. So I feel this conversation or this meeting will actually set your mind and your ideas in motion to help you elevate in some way. It almost like sparks your brain synapses and you get really excited to run with either launching something new or, you know, implementing something new in your work that sets you apart from other people. That's coming out there as well. Now also a friend or an ex-coworker or colleague may tell you about a new role that you want to go for. If you're interviewing during the next 6 weeks, I definitely see that you're above the competition. The role is yours, okay? I actually see that there is one role that is a little bit more freeing in terms of its schedule. So it could be that you work like 4 or 3 days a week, and then the rest, either you work from home or you actually, you know, are moving. You know, it could be that you travel with work, because I feel there is an opportunity to travel with work or be nomadic regarding work as well. Or maybe these are ideas that you're trying to implement so that you can be a little bit more free with your schedule and have some more me time with you there as well. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, of course, it indicates that you're going to be working really hard and, you know, of course, attracting more coins there, attracting more wealth, but also you're investing in the now. You're putting all the hard work in now so that it pays off in the future. So pensions, you know, repayment plans, mortgages, even if you're like trying to save for property, I definitely see that some of you may even find yourself going into real estate, or perhaps that's your plan. And I see that you're going to do really well in it. I know the market right now in terms of real estate is a little bit difficult, but I definitely see that if you're trying to purchase property, there is an opportunity there for you to do that. And some of you may even be selling property at this time, and you may get a little bit more than market value for it, even though it's a very difficult environment right now. Eight of Pentacles, I get a sense, some of you, I think I've just mentioned that already, that some of you are going to be taking a class in order to learn new skills or invest in new skills in order to take your career to the next level. If some of you are thinking about launching something secondary, because with that Two of Pentacles there, that's a card of duality. So it could be second streams of income or more streams of income, or just launching different ideas to see what works for you and ticks over in terms of passive income, because I'm getting this sense of passive income coming in here for you as well. So these could just be ideas at this time. If you're already doing it, I definitely see that it's going to be very lucrative for you, but it's almost like things don't stop there. You're always very forward moving. So once you've got something up and running, you're on to the next idea, you're on to the next plan, you're on to the next steps of whatever it is you want to accomplish. Now, of course, fives, they tend to be very difficult energies, and the Five of Swords, of course, is no different. This can indicate that some of you have the potential, and I just want you to be aware of it, the potential to be sabotaged by somebody who may take an idea that you have and run with it for themselves. Okay, so just watch out there. Make sure that you don't tell anyone your ideas, especially if you don't trust them. But also, this card can indicate that timing hasn't been right for some of the things that you wanted to accomplish. And, you know, you have to wait until divine timing happens there. Also, I'm going to pull a quick card on that Five of Swords there, because it can indicate with the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, you know, sometimes when we get into a cycle of repeat, it can feel really mundane and boring. And we start to like, not self-sabotage ourselves. We just tend to get a little bit stagnant. We feel a little bit, you know, tired. We need to be inspired, okay? So I feel some of you may be looking at where you feel that you have run your course in some area, or whether you need to breathe like a fresh new look at what you do into your career just to make it more exciting. You know, it's like a relationship. something long term can just feel like really heavy and just same. But if we keep nurturing it and, trying out new things all the time, then we keep it fresh and exciting. So I feel like you're trying to find the right path. We got the moon card here. So, I mean, this can indicate things are uncertain right now in the career environment in general. And you may be feeling a little bit, well, I don't want to say the word insecure, but I get a sense here of unsure as to where the world is headed or where the industry that you work in is headed. And you may be a little bit cautious at this moment with your finances. Like if you are invested in certain things, you may be like looking at the volatility of the market right now, or you may feel there's some restructures going on in your career sector and you're really uncertain about how things are going down. But I feel like you're in a really good position to weather any changes, and you're really flexible. You're the sort of person who is always ahead of the curve. And with the moon card, this can also indicate some of you are trying to find a way to do a job or a role that brings in steady money, because the dog represents security, a contract, something long-term, but also something that is stable and, brings in money without fail. But also the wolf is a little bit more independent. So it can indicate some of you are trying to set up second streams of income to become a little bit more independent financially. But also you may be like launching an independent business or trying to launch something that brings in passive income so that you can actually have a little bit more independence yourself. The moon card also indicates some hidden information coming towards you. And when you get the star energy with this, it also indicates that the universe is orchestrating opportunities behind the scenes that actually you're going to really love, okay? But the moon card also tells me that, you are using your intuition at this time and you're following your hunches in your career. And I feel right now I feel this sense of like not playing it safe. That's not it at all. I just get this sense that you are in a position where things have plateaued and you want to increase where you're at, and you're just looking at your options right now before you do anything drastic or change your pathway. And I feel there's going to be some good news that puts you in a position to have almost like the best of both worlds. So I do see second streams of income coming in for you. Also, because this card was clarifying the Five of Swords, this indicates that a path is being made clear during difficult times for you, and that you will move through any difficulties, but you must remain flexible at this time and use your intuition. Also, I feel there is a potential, I'm going to pull one more card, because I do feel like there is a potential for someone to, use your ideas for their own benefit. Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups is, well, the main energy I'm getting is that if you're moving into a new role at the end of April, people see you as competition or a challenge, and they see the gifts that you have, and they're very uncertain about you because they feel like you've come in to replace them in some way. So there may be a little bit of cautious energy around you. I don't feel it's hostility. I want you to be aware of that. But I feel people are a little bit slow to warm up to you if you're moving into a new role because they feel threatened by your gifts. So just watch out for that. But I feel, that you're going to really settle in, and they're actually going to really love you as well there. Queen of Cups, when you get that in a career reading, this really means that you're following your heart. Also that, you're trying to keep a tight rein on your finances, not emotionally spend. I feel like you're trying to do what you need to do in order to move through difficult circumstances. And, we all got to be honest that financially things are difficult right now. And, I do see things getting a little bit tougher. They will come out the other end and plateau into a better time. There is a brighter future to look forward to, but I definitely see that you're keeping an eye on things, and you're just making sure that you're in a really secure position to weather any fluctuations or changes there as well. But ultimately, I feel like you're looking at your skill set, what you have to offer, and seeing if there's reciprocity. If you're in an environment where you feel you're being micromanaged, or you feel that it's just never ending, that people are not respecting you, or you feel that people are abusing their power in a situation, or you feel like you've hit a plateau. I feel like you're looking at your options to find an alternative, but you're careful about that alternative because I feel like you don't want to do anything drastic at this time, okay? But I do see some positive stuff coming in, and I feel like you're going to be very busy. I feel, you know, things are going to be business as usual for you, but there is something to celebrate at the end of April there as well. Now I'm just going to get some final cards for you. You have next level, okay? Very interesting. I think I mentioned you want to take things to the next level there. It says, if you leave your comfort zone, you will see accelerated growth and change, expansion, explore, and growth. So, I mean, there's definitely growth in your finances and in your work. I do see you elevating. It is a slow process. I got to be honest. I don't see you being fast-tracked here this month. I feel that things just tick over as they have been. We've also got ascension, and if you look at the top of that staircase there, you'll see that the stairs lead to the star, and this is your outcome energy, the star. Reaching your goal, being successful, being noticed and recognized for your skill set, but also being rewarded, because the star is a card of success, of hope, and things heading in the right direction. It says you're shifting from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. Time to soar to new heights, thriving, increase, and taking off. But some of you may feel like right now you're at the bottom of the staircase. But as you can see, the only way is up for you right now. And I'm just going to go and get some final cards in this deck as well before we close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? We have sovereign and quick return. Okay, so it says here, governing your own life, in charge, rise to the top, leadership, freedom, lifestyle. That's the main energy I got from your reading, which is like freedom, lifestyle. Okay, some of you, I do feel like you're tying up loose ends in order to take travel or a vacation. Now, we've also got quick return. Like, I know I said this card has quick return on it, but I feel that the energy of the month, things just tick over as it has done for the last couple of months. I feel like you've come to a level where things are just slow moving in the same direction. I do feel like you are moving up, but I mean, for some of you, there could be like a quick increase in your finances, or, you know, perhaps a fluctuation in like inflation or interest rates or something that sees you get a quick return. But I feel like your elevation to the role that you want to be in, or the place that you want to get to in your career, I do feel like you can't fast track that. I feel like you are slowly moving towards your goals, and you will achieve them. But it says here, efforts are rewarded, and I do see that happening there for you. Temp work, I did mention that. I mean, it says fast-paced, physical loan, interest, and commission. I think I mentioned commission as well there. I feel the fast-paced bit will come towards the end of April. I do feel like you're going to be super busy, but I feel like things just like tick over nicely, and things get a bit busier as you move to the end of April. So maybe that's what the fast-paced bit is there for you. Rabbits, they tend to represent multiplying your wealth. You're going from a 2 of Pentacles and a 3 of Pentacles, then a 4 of Pentacles, then an 8 of Pentacles. So there is an increase on your finances, but I feel this is something that you worked really hard for, and I feel you work on your merit and on your integrity, and that's what stands you apart from everybody else. I do feel that you're not really trying to fast track anything, but I do see that you're going to elevate because of the skills that you naturally have and all your hard work, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a ring before we close. Okay, so we have a dragon, okay? Now, this is, of course, the year of the dragon. So this can indicate that this is going to be a very powerful, financially successful year for you, or you're going to make some bold moves in your career. This is about strength, tenacity, elevation, and really being a force to be reckoned with when it comes to your career. But also, you know, a little bit of luck on your side. I mean, I feel like you need a bit of luck because I feel like luck has passed you over a little bit for the last couple of years, but I do see some extra luck coming in your way. But it's more than that. I feel this could also be a logo or a sign. So if you do see something with a dragon on it in the next 6 weeks, I feel it coincides with some sort of good news that comes in your way, okay? And also we've got sweet home. So some of you, I mean, there's a heart right in the middle there. Some of you are going to be working from home. I did mention that. And some of you may be purchasing a home or moving home or going into real estate, and there's passive income there. But I definitely see that, you know, this trinket, it represents stability, being able to keep your household moving or ticking over nicely, making sure that your family and yourself are, you know, stable. And I definitely see that there is grounding and stability there for you as well. But ultimately, the heart indicates your heart has to be invested in what you do. Otherwise, I feel like, you know, you lose interest in what you do quite quickly. And you're the sort of person, you know, you have to be interested in what you do. Of course, we all take jobs where we have to invest our time and energy, and we may not particularly love what we do, but we do it to pay the bills. You know, I do so many jobs where, you know, my heart isn't like 100% in it, but, you know, it pays the bills. I got to keep things ticking over. And many, many years ago, I did several of them at the same time. And, you know, it really kept the family unit running smoothly. So it's really important to do that. But also I feel some of you may be like either moving into a role that you really love, or you are going to, because I feel like there's like a sidestep. It just feels like there may be a stepping stone for you to move into a role that you absolutely really love, a dream opportunity. And that news will come in the next 6 weeks, maybe even 6 to 10 weeks for you, because I feel like there's a bit of a crossover. But I feel like there is some great news coming your way that helps you elevate in your career, and, you know, your heart really is in it. So I'll leave it there. I hope that reading resonates with some of you out there. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.